This is Zobal, and this is a follow-up to my Guardian build guide based on the specialization patch. Now that we had more time, I can better answer a lot of the questions that people mostly had, and also make a different recommendation for one of the hammer builds. So one of the main questions I got was how bad is sword now compared to mace? Before the patch, sword was about 2% better at most, depending on your build. If you traded 6 into Zeal, it was practically the same, which you're pretty much forced to do now. You also get Symbolic Avenger, and you gotta keep in mind that torch skills that you use while symbols are up also get that multiplier. Powerful Blades got taken out, so you're losing 10% on the sword. Overall ends up being about 8% difference in damage over a 30-second rotation. Given that, I'd say definitely ditch the sword. Another question I've been getting is whether or not Condi gear is good over Zerker gear. Now that burning is a lot better, you still want full Zerker gear because it's about 14% better. Without Unscathed, if you have Unscathed uptime, it only goes up higher. Burning's definitely a lot better, but direct damage is still better. I'm sure you can get really big numbers with burning ticks, but you would have to sacrifice a bunch of your utility slots and direct damage as well. The other main question I got was about hammer. If you need to take virtues, should you take honor or radiance? This is where I would change my recommendation to honor. I had on my guide to take radiance before, but I ended up putting a note in my build guide that you should take honor instead. Why should you take honor? Well, you get a little bit more prot uptime. You also get a little bit of might and a little bit more vuln for the group, since your symbols will be up more and you have empowering might. Given that you're mainly running this build to be more supportive, I think it's worthwhile. We reran the numbers with the new rotation and it was slightly better than it was before. It's only about 7% worse than taking Radiance. If you don't need virtues, then you should still be running Zeal, Radiance, and Honor together. That build does quite a bit of damage and is quite comparable to the Greatsword Mace. I added the updated rotation that I used for Zeal, Honor, Virtues to the end of this video. You'll still want to use the other rotation for Zeal, Radiance, Honor that I had in my build guide because of the way Radiant Fire works. I hope this helped clear some things up and you got some things out of it. Thanks for watching.
Refreshing. That feels good.